And with that, we're bringing you some breaking inputs on the Bengaluru rain fury. The Karnataka Chief Minister, CM Bommai, has blamed previous government for the civic mess in his state. He's saying that this has happened because of non-administration of the previous government. Let's listen in quickly to what the CM of Karnataka has to say.
Our officers, our engineers, our workers, our SDRF team is working 24/7. We have cleared a lot of encroachments and we are going to continue to clear them. Wherever there is an issue, they will rush within few hours. And we have started dewatering in most of the places. I think 1 or 2 places there is a problem. Otherwise, all the areas have also been dewatered. This is done because of maladministration and totally unplanned administration of the previous government, Congress government.
All right, for more details, let's quickly go across to our correspondent Ritu, who's joining us live. Ritu, whether it is the violence being unleashed by hardliner outfits like the SDPI or even the civic mess in Bengaluru, what seems to be the most convenient argument for the government in Karnataka is to blame the previous government?
Yes. So if you have observed this, we've been trying to report from on ground since morning. In fact, since the day that the Karnataka has started witnessing the rainfall. Since then till date, we have got to see many of them whom had spoken to CNN News 18, whether it's about the BJP leaders or the Congress leaders. There has been this blame game that we are getting to see, where you see the BJP is saying that it's all because of the previous administration negligence and they did not take precautionary measures. It's all because of that the Karnataka is witnessing today this kind of a situation. But wherein you see the Congress government, who is also saying that it's to the BJP government, which has already been alleged for the 40% of commission charges, has led to this kind of a situation in the Karnataka too. But especially when we are talking about the IT city Bengaluru, which is to the knee level right now because of the heavy rainfall, there's a massive traffic jam that we're getting to see. People are finding it difficult to find their ways out. Most of the senior citizens are stuck inside the houses, are all right now very angry, and are alleging that the state government and both civic bodies have never, heard them at times whenever they had tried calling them out. Even when we are talking about, today's situation too, you see most of the locals are also telling the same thing, that it's all the politics, all the politicians, they reach out to their doors when they need the votes, but they do not reach out us when we are in such a situation, in a helpless situation. Then they do not feel that need at all. So every year there are these new promises that have been made from the politicians, but every year there is a rainfall, they do not reach out to our houses. Neither the civic bodies, especially the BBMP, do not even receive our calls and they don't even reach out to a spot immediately. They wake up after 4-5 days. So that's the kind of a delayed work that we have seen in the Karnataka, especially in the IT city, which is seeing it calls itself as in the IT hub. But this time it's all been a different game for the state government too, because the IT firms too are outraging against the state government, because in such a situation it becomes difficult for them, because they were already been badly affected because of the COVID-19, and now this being a full monsoon season, this is since July this kind of an effect has been seen on the ground in the Bengaluru city, where the IT people are not being able to reach to their offices.
Absolutely appalling state of affairs as far as this entire civic mess is concerned. Having said that, Ritu, do take us through what is the state of water supply right now in the state of Karnataka, because I believe the water supply in the city has been severely impacted.
Yes, the water supply in this in IT city Bengaluru is badly affected. No doubt, there is no power, there's no electricity. People are finding it difficult because there's no internet connection as well. You see, the students too are struggling. That they had an option of taking up an online classes sitting at home, but they do not have internet. So most of them are in fact very much angry about this kind of a situation, which has been brought by the state government itself in right now. So there's no food, there's nothing. There's not even a water supply to them, because the Kaveri houses, which supplies the the drinking water to the IT city, is right now is also been badly flooded. Because of all that situation, there will be a shortage of a water supply for almost 3-4 more days, because the Met Department
Right.
has also...
Ritu, stay with us, because I'm also joined in by Mr. D.K. Shivakumar, who's the KPCC chief. Mr. Shivakumar, how would you like to react to this entire mess? Not to skip the fact that CM Bommai is blaming the previous government for the civic mess that is staring in the face of Karnataka.
There is no option for him only to blame. He should find out a solution, how to sort out this and how to help the people of Bengaluru, how to keep brand Bengaluru alive. This entire brand has been with lot of support from the civic people and the government, earlier government have created, and now from the past 3 years, due to the highest corruption which has been going on, which has created a corruption capital of this country, they did not do anything work. Time was there, rains are coming from the last 3 years, no development has taken place, no infrastructure has to look into it. So whatever the rains are for, whatever there may be a small loopholes which earlier might have happened, but they have time to rectify. They could not rectify. Let them stop blaming. Okay, fine, we will take the blame. But what did you do? What did you do when you had the opportunity? You could not deliver. You could not have confidence of the people of Bengaluru. You did not conduct the election. And you have got a name that it is the corruption capital of this country. So with this BJP rule, I am telling you there is an entire mess. And I am worried that people will go out of Bengaluru. We want to retain Bengaluru, because 39% of the revenue is from the country is from Bengaluru export people. We have to stand by them without helping them, without at the time of Manmohan Singh, from the four corners of Bengaluru, highways was being developed, overbridge was being developed, stormwater drain was being given, Naram Yojana came up, everything came up.
Mr.
Now
Shivakumar,
what the central government is supporting?
Mr. Shivakumar, the common man in Karnataka is also questioning that what are politicians doing? So that's exactly the question I'd like to pose to you as someone who belongs to the opposition. No, that this has to be a collective effort. Hear me out. Hear me out, because this is what the common man is saying, that, politicians are only indulging in blame game. The question also is being posed to the opposition parties. What are they doing? Because every politician is knocking at the doorstep of the common man when it comes to garnering votes for upcoming assembly elections. But what is your party doing in terms of such dire crisis?
I have made a big master plan, a vision for Bangalore. I know how to Bangalore. I was the urban development minister of all these areas earlier. I know what has to be done to Bangalore. But the government is not taking anyone of it into confidence. They feel that if we enter, this one, their image will come down. I have a master plan for Bangalore. I have a vision for Bangalore. I have a vision for the global.
Mr. Shivakumar, you do have a vision, but how are you, as a party person who belongs to the opposition, how are you putting that into action? Are you waiting to come to power to do so?
Sure. Without power, what I can do? I can only tell the defects of the government.
But then that's just lip service, sir.
Already, we have given a document to them earlier what Bangalore has to be done from my party side. They doesn't want to take up that whatever the vision we have given. So I think they are completely failed. Mr. Bommai, being the Bangalore city minister, he could not take up the responsibility. He is not accountable for Bangalore. He doesn't know the value of the taxpayers' money. This is what the BJP has completely failed in it. I am sure let the people give us the mandate.
Mr. Shivakumar, the fact remains that Bangalore has also fallen prey to this kind of blame game that's been taking place between the ruling party and the opposition. But many thanks to you, Mr. Shivakumar.